We're now on to Ms. Zan for 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, and thank you to the witnesses. I am a big fan of Amnesty International and have actually been a member for many, many years. You do such great work, and thank you very much. Please keep it up. Um, the government of Canada has already characterized China's national security law for Hong Kong as a violation of international obligations. And the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Francois Philippe Champagne, has announced that going forward, Canada will not distinguish between Hong Kong and China concerning the exportation of sensitive goods and will not permit the exportation of sensitive military items to Hong Kong. Canada is also suspending its extradition treaty with Hong Kong. So, in your opinion, Mr. Neve, what impact would these measures have on the situation in Hong Kong and on Canada's relationship with China? And also, what exact additional steps could the government of Canada take, in your opinion, to help safeguard Hong Kong's autonomy and political freedoms and to support those that are seeking to advance democracy in Hong Kong? I know that is a packed question, but our time is short.
Well, thank you very much. Always a pleasure to have an exchange with an Amnesty member. Yes, I mean, the steps that Canada has taken so far matter and are welcome. I think all of us in some way or shape or form referred to the suspension of the extradition arrangement, the tightening of controls on military and other sensitive transfers, and have noted, for instance, that this question of Magnitsky sanctions is in play. And all of that does matter, and we should continue to be exploring what more we can do, even just on a bilateral basis. I guess I would come back to the point I've been trying to stress, that I think much of Canada's value added is to really pursue those kinds of measures and others in multilateral ways. If anything is going to start to build pressure on China, it is for the chorus of international concern to become not only the same countries time after time, but a broader group and a larger group. And Canada, I think, has some real strength to offer on that front. I would, in terms of very concrete measures, I guess I would highlight, perhaps in my list of 5, the 2 that are maybe the most immediate and concrete are the recommendations I highlighted with respect to the refugee situation, readying for the fact that there may be an increased number of individuals looking to Canada for refugee protection, being prepared to do so ourselves, but also readying an international response if those numbers really become high. And then secondly, the concerns about what's happening here in Canada to activists who are receiving threats.
Right, thank you. I know the government of Australia has announced new visa arrangements, extensions with a pathway to permanent residency for Hong Kong passport holders who have temporary skilled visa or a graduate visa. And the government of the United Kingdom has created a new immigration mechanism to allow about 2.9 million British national overseas citizens from Hong Kong to apply for a visa of up to 5 years. And after that, they can apply for settled status and then naturalization, which sounds extremely good to me. But what is currently known about the number of democracy activists and political figures who may be seeking to leave Hong Kong? And will they be allowed to leave, or are their passports being taken away?
I wonder if Sophie may have more insights on that front than I do.
It's difficult to have numbers or have lists. I mean, these are decisions people are making very quickly and under duress, and often with discretion. I can share with you that we have encouraged people we know who are seeking shelter to contact a set of governments who we believe will mobilize quickly to assist them, and that does include Canada. But if I can add one other quick point on the issue of exports and sales and what to restrict, we've done quite a bit of work about abuses of surveillance technology across China in the last few years, biometrics, AI, you name it. And I think it really is incumbent on governments who are concerned about these issues to think about limiting any of the exports of technology or services that enable rights abusing surveillance, and to look very carefully at the kinds of research partnerships or investment made by Chinese companies or institutions inside Canada with either academic institutions or simply as a vendor of products and services. I think there's much to do there.
Thank you very much, Ms. Richardson, and thank you, Ms. Zan.